President-elect Donald Trump has completed his picks for the top positions in his incoming cabinet. In total, it took him 3 weeks for him to announce his picks. Trump named several new selections in recent days, including Brooke Rollins for Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, hedge fund manager Scott Bessent for Treasury Secretary, and Republican Congresswoman Lori Chavez-DeRemer as Labor Secretary. Now his picks will likely head to the Senate for confirmation. Here's what Maryland's Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen told our Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation.
Look, my view is this is what the vetting process is all about, the hearing process. The Senate, of course, under the Constitution, has the job of advising and consenting on nominations, and I take that responsibility very seriously. I've been troubled by some talk that President-elect Trump wants to short-circuit that constitutional approach using this recess appointment device, and it will be really important that the new Republican leader in the Senate uphold the Senate's prerogatives under the Constitution and not try to do an end run.
CBS News political reporter Katrina Kaufman is covering the president-elect for us in West Palm Beach, Florida. Katrina, President-elect Trump's cabinet is nearly complete. What are we learning about this weekend's picks and their qualifications?
Hi, Lindsay. Great to be with you. So you were just speaking about a few of his picks. He made 9 on Friday alone, a 10th on Saturday, and one who's been getting an especially positive reception is Scott Bessent. He's a hedge fund manager, and the markets have responded well to his selection. Another one is, as you mentioned, Congresswoman Lori Chavez-DeRemer. She's someone who's viewed as pro-labor. The president of the Teamsters even went on X to thank Trump for appointing her, saying that he was putting his words into action. With Brooke Rollins, we know that she will be the Secretary of Agriculture nominee. She actually grew up on a farm, has a BA in agricultural development, Lindsay.
And several Trump cabinet picks, including Pete Hegseth for Defense Secretary and Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Security, have come under a lot of scrutiny. What steps is the Trump transition team trying to take to get them confirmed, and how likely is it that it will happen?
Lindsay, we're seeing that the Trump team is really trying to facilitate these nominees who are both surrounded by some controversy. Last week, J.D. Vance even went with Pete Hegseth to the Hill to meet with senators there, where our correspondent Nicole Killian asked him point blank about an accusation against him that he sexually assaulted a woman back in 2017. Hegseth has maintained his innocence against these charges. Now, with Tulsi Gabbard, we may see a similar move. Concerns about her relate to her dealings with meeting with Syrian President Assad. She's been accused by some of being a Russian asset. But, Lindsay, really, if you look historically, there's only been 12 times where a nominee was not confirmed by the Senate, where they were rejected. It hasn't actually happened since the late 80s. And there's only one instance where it was a president of the same party. In that case, it was Republican Calvin Coolidge and a Republican-controlled Senate. And that was back in the 1920s.
Wow, interesting factoid there. Katrina, quickly, new CBS News polling reveals 59% of those polled approve of the way that Trump is handling the transition process. But a majority of Democrats are concerned or scared of what Trump will do once he takes office. What more can you tell us?
So one interesting thing there is that Democrats are more scared with this presidency than with his first term back in 2016. And I think there are a number of factors playing into this. One, you were just having a discussion about all of Trump's legal troubles. Trump is now entering the presidency under the umbrella of the Supreme Court's presidential immunity ruling that has really given him broad immunity, Lindsay. There are also promises he made on the campaign trail, such as the fact that he said that he's going to be a dictator on day one, that he's going to start mass deportation, his talk of his vendetta against those that he feels has wronged him. And he's really filled the Justice Department, once it's turned over, with his own loyalists, his personal defense attorneys who were working on these cases that are just now being dismissed by Jack Smith. So there are a lot of things that are worrying Democrats as Trump takes office for a second time.
Katrina Kaufman, thank you.
Thank you.